This is potentially the best plate of pasta so far this series. Welcome to Roman Roots. For the 9th episode of Roman Roots, we're in the old Jewish ghetto to visit Gigetto, a traditional Roman Jewish restaurant opened since 1923, located right next to the Portico d'Ottavia and Teatro Marcello. The menu was a great read, included all the classic and some of my favourites, making it incredibly hard to decide. I started with a staple here, a carciofa alla giudia, an artichoke that is deep fried 3 times at various temperatures until you reach this incredibly crispy but soft inside artichoke. This was an excellent carciofa alla giudia, made to order, perfectly crispy and savoury but also tender and sweet inside. Next up, one of my favourites, rigatoni con la pagliata. Pagliata is the intestine of a veal that has only been fed milk, and this milk remains within the intestine, making it incredibly tender and delicious. This dish is a Roman classic, and this one was outrageously good. Pasta perfectly al dente, the sauce decadent and rich, and a hefty amount of pagliata. Bella zuzzeignorante, as we like to say. They even let you put as much pecorino as you want, and you know I'm going heavy on that I then had agnello alla cacciadora, another Roman classic. Lamb cooked with vinegar, garlic, lemon and rosemary. This was another delicious plate of food. The sauce was incredibly flavourful, and you can see the amount of garlic gone into that as well. The meat was also perfectly cooked, tender and succulent. The house white wine I had to pair everything was also excellent. For dessert, torta sacher, a chocolate and apricot jam cake, first time in the series. Unfortunately, I was very disappointed with it. It was incredibly dry but also doughy, strangely enough. The icing on the outside was far too hard, and it just wasn't pleasant to eat in terms of texture. It is a shame, as I had it a few weeks back from the bakery next door where the desserts for the restaurants are made, and it was lovely. Food, wine and water came to €65.50, one of the highest of the series. The savoury food was fantastic, I can't really fault it, but I thought the prices were a little steep for a trattoria, but unfortunately in the centre you're bound to get charged more. The dessert wasn't great at all, and it will obviously affect my final score, which is a solid 8.5 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Roman Roots, and I'll catch you in the next one.